Welcome, wives. I'm Liz, the wife coach, and I'm so glad you're here. In this video, I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. In my first video, I mentioned that I am a Christian, and that's central to my identity. Jesus Christ is my Savior, and the Bible is my rule book for life. I'm also a wife and a mother, and that I consider to be a high privilege. I've been married to my husband for 10 years, and we have been blessed with 4 children. I really thank God for giving me the opportunity to build my own home. I was born and raised in Nairobi, Kenya, and I was born into a loving and godly family. I had a wonderful childhood. My mom is the one who led me to the Lord when I was 5 years old, and that was the best decision I made. And Jesus gets sweeter and sweeter as the years go by. I have grown a lot in my faith, and all the glory goes to God for that. I moved to the US when I was 17 years old for college, and that was a great opportunity for my faith to be tested because I was outside of the comfort zone of mom, dad, family, built-in social network. And God is faithful. He is a keeper and has kept me all these years right up until now. I got initially when I came to the US, I wanted to do architecture, and I ended up changing my mind at the end of my junior year, so 1 year to graduate. So I graduated with a bachelor's in international studies, and it was really fun. I enjoyed studying that. However, kind of useless degree. So I worked for a year after I graduated and then ended up going to law school. And I am a licensed attorney, though my license is inactive during this season of my life. I look forward to drawing on all of these experiences in our videos, in sharing what I've learned, because there are ways in which all my experiences play into the wife that I am, into the way that I run my home, into how I'm with my husband and my children. And there are some good insights, there are some cautionary ones, and we'll get to all of them. I worked after I graduated from law school, and so I look forward to talking about that experience as a professional woman, which is more and more common these days, of course, and how that relates to relationships. In case you haven't gotten the message, my passion is people and relationships, and especially marriage. And so if through this channel there can be better relationships, we can know ourselves better, I would be so excited. That's my hope. Ultimately, my goal for this channel is for us to hold marriage in high regard, and that's admonished to us in Hebrews 4:13. I think culture right now really tears down marriages. And you know why? In my opinion, it's because good marriages are boring. They are quiet. You won't hear much about them. They don't make the news very often. But the ones that are tumultuous and affairs and all these other things, those will splash the headlines and people will be all over that. But I believe that marriage is a good thing, and I want to encourage that. If there's a way that I can help somebody get to that place, position herself to be found by her husband and enter into that covenant, that would make me so happy. Like I said in my earlier video, I was an older bride, and I spent pretty much all of my 20s in the dating trenches, which was interesting, especially because I was not brought up in US culture, and the dating norms are very different. Now, granted, I never dated in Kenya because I was too young. And anyway, the way it was for me growing up, you bring a fiance. The boyfriend girlfriend thing was just like, it was almost treated like an immoral thing. A boyfriend, what is that? Something not serious, you know? So you bring home a special friend, and that's the clue that, okay, this is serious. Otherwise, don't waste our time. Anyway, come to the US and things are very different. In Kenya, there was more of a play hard to get kind of thing. Come to the US, and I was shocked that girls were so forward in their attention to men, and having to kind of now figure out my normal. Also, as a Christian woman, I feel like as a single Christian lady, there isn't very much practical guidance. I didn't find, and I still don't see like there's much of a focus on giving practical advice about how to get to marriage. And all of this, again, there's the generational divide, because my mom's generation had a very different experience of how they got to marriage. Meanwhile, my generation, using some of the rules that we got from our mothers and finding that this doesn't work in this scenario. So again, I am passionate about people and relationships. So I'm really excited to get into this with you guys. Because I've been exposed to a lot of different cultures, let me give you fair warning, you'll hear a lot of code switching with me. So if Jamaican Liz come out, just accept her and roll with it. If it's a church mother Liz, y'all better act right now. And if it's Nigerian Liz, my sister, it will be fun, oh, so just sit back and relax and have a good time. All right, I'm excited. I'm excited to do this. And thanks for coming on this journey with me. Let's see where we go.